obviously trying to be funny, but and it's not working, obviously. But
This is, and I'm
I'm
not doing a good job either.
This is their second semester in architecture school, in design. So
Okay.
they just figured out what perspective was. They did a great job. It is a good class.
Do they know?
Warm grays.
Do they know I used to teach here?
No, I didn't tell them that. Tony taught here.
You should have given me a little more time to get myself up to speed.
You have 4 hours.
Huh? Yeah.
You have as long as you want. I have class till 2:30. It's 10:30.
I know, but
4 hours.
um,
How long would you like? I'm kidding. Show us all you know that you learned in 50 years in 30 minutes.
I mean,
How's that for an insult?
I'm not going to do a
Well,
great job.
Let me tell you how the book goes through it. The book,
I'm not even getting the right colors.
well, showing them how to get the wrong colors is also something that
All right.
that the colors are too dark. Getting the tones down in the grays first. Get
Okay,
the tone.
I should do it the way I would proceed if I was going to render something in an office or for myself. First, I make a chart, and I put all of my markers. You know, I try to go in some order, but okay, let's try this one. And I see how the color is going to take on this particular paper. This one doesn't even want to come off. Oh. Okay, once I get all of the colors out where I can. Why am I having so much trouble here? Okay.
Do you stick with one manufacturer?
No, whatever I can get. But once I see how the color will react with the paper, then I know, what's going to happen when I start rendering, if it's the same finish of paper. So this paper, it just sucks up the marker, and you can't really get anything in the way of gradation. It's going to go on flat, and so you start light. You have to start light, and then you start adding other colors to it. So if I was going to now put some color on here, I might, I didn't test this one. Oh, this one is dry. How did you get that light color?
I forgot which one.
Okay.
Is that it?
Well,
Close
it'll
enough.
do. Now I take the lightest color and I lay in a tone. And you have to also be careful on this kind of print that the lines themselves tend to bleed a little bit. So you'll pick up some of that black as you're working the paper. I can go in and put a darker tone in for the shadow. Go back to that original color and see if I can get, no.
You all realize why we have so many pictures of the same thing, because you'll all be doing it the same. That's an exercise. So I chose a building exercise that would just put different materials on. I have wood on it, I have brick on it. It's not necessarily a building, that I designed, or that was designed, but just has shingles and shakes and stone and brick and grass and trees. So there's a variety of building materials. You, in a very small area, can try a whole lot of different color markers.
For wood, I tried to go back and add a little additional color for the graining. And I start by using the same color that I put on as a base and build it up a little bit. That's,
About the brickwork.
yeah, I was getting to that, but I just,
Oh, no, am I helping you or getting you?
no, that's okay. I just want to be sure that I have, okay, this is dark, but I don't know if I'm going to find a lighter color that I can put on the other surface.
The lit surface.
Yeah. Is there a light?
That's not good.
Yeah, anything will do. How about, was this the, all right, I'm just going to use this, Richard.
Try this? All right.
And now I'm going to,
It's a white.
I'll add some of this on this other surface as well.
So the surface that's facing the light, which would be over here, this surface is getting a much lighter color.
And you know, I might throw in some darker tones to indicate the brick unit. Pencils.
Look at the pencil.
Well, yeah, I just want to get. And then, just to add something to the detail, I'll throw in some vertical lines to emphasize the joint work. Try to remember when you're doing brickwork that every row, the pattern of the brick, that you're not stacking the joints.
Joints are staggered. In general, when you did the grain of the wood on the left and the brick, how much of it is ink line drawing, or kind of like when do you stop with the fine felt tip pen putting texture in, because you know you're going to go over it in marker or colored pencil, as opposed to leaving this all not so line work?
Well, I probably would have started with something that had lighter line, you know, a lighter print, so so I'm not so forced by the lines that are there and the blackness. It's a little easier if I don't have to fight with all the line work. I might find a color that I can add that's lighter with pencil. I'll start rendering to get a little more color involved in it. just to get some variation on top of the marker.